On 103.3 FM ESPN in Dallas-Fort Worth, this is Ted Emmerich, and I'd like to tell you about my dad. Roger Emmerich began his media career as a public address announcer at West Jefferson High School in the West Bank of New Orleans. He also covered high school games for the Times-Picayune newspaper before joining the Air Force in 1975. After training as a print journalist at Fort Benjamin, he served as editor of the Champlainer at the Plattsburgh Air Force Base. Then he was off to the island of Crete. He had the same role at the Guardian on Heraklion Air Force Base. But after 18 months in Greece, he made his way back to the States. He lined his birdcage with the newspaper and made the jump to radio, his dream all along. First, in 1981, he was a DJ and high school football play-by-play announcer at WCKW AM and FM in LaPlace, Louisiana. But the man who would become the Raj Mahal, the human palace of sports exuberance, knew an education was important. And after receiving his bachelor's degree in broadcast journalism from Loyola University in '85, Roger moved to Texas and worked, like many did, at KDNT in Denton through June of 1989, pulling double duty as morning on-air personality and sports director. He made the move to Austin with the Texas State Network and covered the administrations of Governors Bill Clements and Ann Richards as TSN's Capitol Bureau Chief from 1989 to '93. He also found time to call University of Texas women's basketball games on KLBJ. And he was the public address announcer for UT Baseball before returning to the Metroplex. Roger Emmerich landed at KRLD, and he marked his 21st year with the station in December. He's the morning sports anchor at News Radio 1080 KRLD and 105.3 The Fan. Dad is also in his 5th season as the public address announcer for the Dallas Cowboys. And he's the PA voice for the SMU Mustangs, too. He makes me proud in so many ways. As a father, a mentor, he's my hero. And now he's a Texas Radio Hall of Famer. Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Emmerich.
Do this for you. Man, what an honor. And excuse my voice, I did my Texas State Network high school scoreboard last night, which I do every Friday night till 12:30 in the morning, talking about all the teams like LaGrange, how. It's incredible. I want to thank Ray Whitworth, Ray Kennedy, whatever he's calling himself these days. On Facebook, he nominated me. Josh Holstead, who I met at the ripe age of 16 years old at KDNT as a young radio wannabe, and look at the legend he is today. Fantastic. And my family that is here from Wichita, Kansas, my Uncle Claude and Aunt Eleanor, my cousins Marcia and Claudia, my friends from Impact Fitness in East Dallas are here, my racquetball lunch, or I should say supper club members, appreciate them. I got to ride down here with them. But I started in radio in LaPlace, Louisiana, thanks to Bobby Martinez. Joe Short hired me at KDNT in Denton. Peter Gardner hired me at the Texas State Network to cover the Capitol. And Jerry Bobo hired me at KRLD, where I've been 22 years in sports. It's truly a blessed career. And to have my son introduce me, that is even more incredible. Teddy just did his first national play-by-play for Westwood One. He did the Clemson-Miami game a couple of weeks ago, and he is about to break out big. Thank you. Teddy is about to break out big with ESPN TV. He's going to do 10 games on ESPNU this spring in the conference that SMU plays. So one thing that you always hope for as a dad is that your son surpasses you, and that boy passed me long ago. But thank you to Josh and the Hall of Fame and everybody here for voting for me, and I appreciate your support. Thank you.
May 4th, 2019, the legendary voice. The legendary voice. The legendary voice of Roger Emmerich. who went on, ascended high this past Sunday. He reunited with his beautiful wife, Chris. And I tell you what, the DFW is missing Raj right now. Raj Mahal. We love you, Raj. Thank you for impacting so many lives throughout your radio career. Thank you for giving a young pup like me my first radio interview as a radio student. Thank you for telling me to believe in myself. Don't be afraid of no's. Greet people with a smile. And be genuine. And everything else will follow. You told me to keep God first. And I appreciate you, big boy. Ted and family, we love you. I know tomorrow, as we celebrate Raj, I know he's watching down over us, he and Chris. They're proud of you, big guy. You made your father proud. To hear him say that during his Hall of Fame speech, greatest moment of his life, one of them. But I know the greatest moment was when he became your father. Thank you, Raj, for being a father to many and changing the world one radio show at a time. I love you. Man. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday. Welcome, 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 welcome to The Flow with Coach Ray. I'm your favorite crazy coach. It's an amazing opportunity to be with you again. We're rolling. A week of sports. If you made it through this week in the DFW Metroplex, man, you made it through some rain. Sun is shining. Sports to talk about. Life to talk about. My special guest today, man, they're changing the DFW Metroplex one life at a time. I tell you what, we're going to rock and roll today. Rock and roll. If you made it through this week, somebody say amen. Amen. You made it through this week? Amen. Thank you for everyone that's listening in Venezuela, Mexico, Colombia, right here in the good old US of A. My first guest, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into what is going on in the sports world, this young man is changing lives by believing in his ability to bless others, by lifting others up with his ability. He's a local Dallasite, born and bred, changing the world, changing the world. And I'm excited to hear about how he's changing the world through his annual Fatherhood Awards show. We got some good stuff coming along, folks. My first guest is the great Mike Webb. What up, Big Mike? How you doing?
Everything's going well, Coach Ray. I sure appreciate it. I appreciate you having me on the show. Appreciate our conversation. I just appreciate your enthusiasm, man. Thanks for everything about what you're doing here through your radio show, creating other opportunities, talking sports and life. I appreciate that. You know, we can talk a little sports and a little life. I know you already mentioned the Fatherhood Awards. We're going to talk about that as well.
Oh, yeah. We're diving into it, baby.
Yeah, man, I'm happy to be here.
Good. Well, let's get this ball rolling. You ready, Big Mike?
I'm ready.
So, where you from, Big Mike?
Born in Dallas. You hit the nail on the head. I'm a native Dallasite. Went to W.T. White, so shout out to my Longhorns.
Longhorn Nation.
Yeah, shout out to Longhorn Nation. Shout out to the #1 draft pick. Listen, man, I went to school with his uncle. His uncle actually was our quarterback.
Oh, okay.
My senior year when he was there, man. So Kevin Murray, man, shout out to you. But I'm happy to be here, man. I'm a local guy. Longhorn Nation. I know my Longhorns are tuning in, listening in.
Bang, bang.
We have a great support system over there, since high school, man. And I do want to take a minute to shout out a good guy, man, Jimmy Wisner. Jimmy Wisner, what he does with his company with Ag Security, man. He's one of our biggest sponsors. So I have a bigger sponsor. You know how you have a deal done in principle, you just haven't signed the paperwork yet?
Gotcha.
So I may be about 2 hours too early. I don't want to put it out there until we sign the paperwork, man. But But we do have a title sponsor for the Fatherhood Awards this year.
Congratulations.
So I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. But listen, man, there's guys like you who are helping get the word out that other people start to say, take notice on what the Fatherhood Awards is about.
Man, I look forward to diving into that this first half of the show.
Okay.
But, man, let's dive into playoffs. NBA playoffs are going on. I coach basketball. Basketball is life. Ball is life.
Yeah.
As you connecting everyone going on
Yeah.
around. Man, NBA playoffs last night.
Yeah.
Philadelphia danced last night. Joel Embiid, he danced around Big Mike.
Okay.
He got after it. Toronto, they couldn't handle him.
Yeah.
33 points, 15 rebounds.
He gave him 33.
The big boy was moving. Yeah. He was moving. And I tell you what, Coach Jozon Darby, who was on last week, I shared with him, there is nothing like a Cadillac that can move.
Okay.
And the big man was moving.
Yeah.
He went up against a vet, Mark Gasol, who's a salty veteran.
Yeah.
He's very respectable, all-pro, big time. But the young buck, man, he was dancing all day. Defense got the job done, and now Philadelphia is up 2-1 over Toronto.
Okay, and I think they'll win the series.
You got Philly in that series?
I do think Philly will win the series. Kawhi Leonard is a handful for anybody, but listen, man, when you have all those horses like that over there in Philly, you're going to be able to do something. I mean, just as a side note, I like to go down to Vegas.
Got you.
I like to catch the summer league, the NBA summer leagues, man, and I actually saw both Gasol brothers. When I walked in, they were in the hotel. We were there, man. Very accommodating guys.
Oh yeah.
Very accommodating guys, and they representing the league extremely well. So I like them, but I just think that you're just gonna have your hands full with what you said, the big Cadillac series.
The big Cadillac. He was rolling, and unfortunately, Kawhi got his thing done.
Yeah.
He did his thing. He was 33 points. Being all-pro that he is, taking the lead, and I love what he's showing out of his adversity, through adversity with his creativity, attacking the basket, continuously being an all-pro, doing what he's supposed to do.
He's making it look easy, too.
Yeah, and it comes from repetition. Repetition and just doing it over and over again. So I'm not mad at Kawhi right now.
Right.
Who I'm upset about? Kyle Lowry.
Okay.
Big Mike. He's not performing. He's an all-star.
Yeah.
He's an all-star.
Yeah.
I'm going to repeat it again. He's an all-star, big boy.
Okay.
And he's getting paid the big bucks.
Yeah.
And he's just not doing it.
Well, do you remember Snow, who was in the backcourt with Iverson?
Eric Snow. Oh.
Eric Snow.
Oh, yeah.
Lowry reminds me a lot of Eric Snow.
That's a great point.
Now, NBA caliber talent. Great talent to get in the league. I mean, listen, I'm not in the league, so I'm not putting anybody down. But that's just what you're going to get out of Lowry. Now, maybe he's just not putting up the production. He's going to give you the defense. He's going to play hard. But just kind of like with Eric Snow, you have what you have. And that's just kind of what you have to work with. When you're on that level, man, it's almost like the interview. If you saw the interview with oh man, I'm losing my train of thought. They were talking about Durant after they won the series.
Okay.
And they just kind of had to ask people who are on your side of the table, when you guys are interviewing athletes, did you watch the game? Durant is just hard to stop,
right.
and they were just giving the facts. They said, hey man, we didn't just lay down. Beverly is who I'm trying to think. Patrick Beverly. We didn't just lay down.
Right.
It's just that, man, this guy has another level in him to play this game.
And that's the thing about it.
And just sometimes, even us guys, I'm growing up at the gym. There were just some guys in the gym, I gave it my all. I just couldn't do nothing with them.
100%.
And that's just what it is. I mean, so put me in the Eric Snow category.
Gotcha.
I am what I am.
Hey, a solid defender, baby. Eric got the job done. He was a consummate professional.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But Kyle, Coach Mike, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I really don't.
You're not letting him off.
I'm not letting him off the hook because he's not in shape. He's getting paid those big bucks.
Yeah.
And I just put him on blast last week.
Okay.
I put him on blast last week.
Okay.
Kyle, you got to step up for me, baby.
Yeah.
Toronto, the 6, they need you. And make sure, because he got caught caught up last night in a little dirty play.
Okay.
So Ben Simmons, who I called out last week too, Ben
Okay.
stepped up.
Okay.
He stepped up.
Yeah.
I see you, Ben. Ben Simmons went up for a layup. Kyle undercut him. You know how we do it on the playground.
Right, yeah.
We've been there before.
Yeah.
But as Ben falls down, Kyle just sits on his head. So as a result,
Okay.
the boy from down under
Yeah.
threw an elbow
Yeah.
from down under.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? And now they want to upgrade the foul to a flagrant.
Now I didn't see the game. Of course, when we shift gears, people understand why. I mean, I had my head down with the fatherhood awards.
Bang, bang.
But was it warranted? Did they give him a flagrant 1 or a flagrant 2?
They're trying to upgrade it to a flagrant 2.
Okay.
And now here's the thing, Kyle. If you look at the play,
Yeah.
he's frustrated.
Okay.
He has not been performing. Kyle, I ain't letting you off the hook, bro.
Yeah.
He has not been performing.
Okay.
Okay. So you get to school. You know the game, coach.
Yeah.
You know the game.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you going down and you're not feeling yourself and that juice is not flowing.
Right.
And the visitor is giving it to you.
Yeah. Yeah. You trying to get a cheap shot in?
Yeah,
so, yeah.
man.
I mean, I can't beat you, but I need you to know I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm frustrated.
But
Yeah, I get
I'm
it.
like, my man, Kyle. One of the things I tell my kids
Great.
on the court, you cannot hide on the basketball court for nothing.
Oh,
That's the one sport where you will be exposed.
Even more so, you cannot hide in the NBA
100%.
on the basketball court. Man, I don't know this for a fact, but I'd be willing to bet they have 60 cameras at a game.
Everywhere.
You know, so-
and I'm like, man, Kyle, you can't hide, bro. We know you did bad. But here's the thing. You're a consummate professional. Show us, baby. We believe in you. I'm just saying the six needs you. So we're going to move on. We're going to leave Toronto alone.
Okay.
But big up Philly. Keep up the good work, Philly. Shout out to my man, Coach Adrian Mercado. Milwaukee. Milwaukee against Boston.
Yeah.
Milwaukee went down 0-1. Boston handled them.
Yeah.
That dub.
In Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee.
Right.
Okay. Boston, I knew they thought they were going to just sweep walk
Yeah.
and sweep them.
And that was the conversation.
Hey.
I mean, all of the major analysts,
Hey.
everyone, they wrote them off.
They wrote them
They
off.
said simply because the Greek Freak didn't have a number 2 All-Star that we were pulling out the broom. Yeah, that was the conversation.
So, I think they woke up the Greek Freak.
Yeah.
Because the Greek Freak handle business.
Yeah.
Handle business.
You know, I saw the interview where one of the gentlemen who came over from Greece with the Greek Freak, he was speaking. He said that, is it Antetokounmpo? Help me out. Help me out, man.
Giannis.
Giannis. Let's go with that, man. I have to practice that.
Yes.
But
Antetokounmpo.
he said, hey, man, this is easy. You know, he said of the NBA, this is easy. I mean, this man isn't 5. Well, how many years is he in the league?
Giannis, this is year 5.
Okay, this is year
Yes.
5. Yeah, and he's saying this is easy. So I'm anxious to see what he does. I think he did the right thing and just saying, you know, he put the responsibility on himself. He's the team leader. He stepped up, and he showed the world, listen, man, we're not trying to go anywhere. We're trying to win this thing and win it all.
Bang, bang.
Yeah.
100%. The crazy thing is he doesn't have any help.
Yeah.
But
No,
that's
he
the
doesn't.
beauty of the game.
Yeah.
The beauty of the game, 5 men coming together for one common goal to get it done.
Right.
And he's getting it done.
Right.
But there's somebody sleeping right now in Boston. Hey, I called out Kyle Lowry, didn't I?
Yeah. So who you gonna call
Oh,
out in Boston?
man. Sweet Tatum.
Oh.
Sweet Jason.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum. He's sleeping.
No.
He's sleeping, coach.
Okay.
He went to sleep last night.
Okay.
But he got to wake up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Game time tomorrow, 8:30. 8:30. Kyrie, you better get it done.
Yeah.
Sweet Jay, he's sleeping, coach.
Man, you know, Kyrie has been consistent the last 3 years.
100%.
I can't say that in a big game he's disappeared, but I can say that in a big game he's played bigger.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so yeah, I'm anxious to see what happens with that Boston Milwaukee situation. Honestly, I think Boston is the better team.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Milwaukee win it all though out of that series.
Out of the series? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I respect that. Coach A, Big Mike, He said he's rolling with the Buck train.
Going with the Buck train.
You got you one, bro. You got you one. Rolling right along in the playoffs. Coach, I'm just going to wave the white flag right now. I'm from Cali.
Okay.
I'm a Laker.
Oh.
I'm a Dodger.
Okay.
I'm a Raider. I'm Cali when it comes to sports.
Yeah, California love.
UCLA Bruin.
Yeah.
I roll with TCU while I'm here.
Okay.
Cowboys. I'll holler at you.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you already said
Hey.
you weren't born here, so
Hey,
I get you.
It's all good.
With that beautiful stadium right outside
I
your
see it
window.
right there. I see it right there. I respect the star.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I respect the star. It's Jerry's world. But here's the thing. Getting into this NBA, I'm waving the white flag for Houston.
Oh.
I'm waving it. H-Town down.
It's over.
H-Town down.
Yeah.
H-Town down.
Yeah. Well, I'll say
H-Town
this.
down.
Yeah. What was it? A cold 10 H-Town down.
Cold 10.
So I'll say this, man. When they started, and when your two biggest players on the team are asking just for a fair shot. Well, wait a minute.
Hold
now.
up.
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Harden, you're putting up excellent numbers. You know, in Chris Paul, floor general. But when you start now in the gym, you know, on my level, we just say quit crying.
Uh-oh.
That's just what we would say on our level. It's just quit crying, you know. So
Quit crying.
because I mean that's the NBA, man, and then everyone knows playoff basketball is different basketball.
Playoffs.
It's a lot more physical.
Playoffs.
Hey, it's a lot more physical.
Did you say playoffs?
It's playoffs basketball.
Come on, man.
That's what it is.
It is.
That's
It's
what it is.
physical.
And then, you know, Harden isn't complaining because he's getting calls with the Euro step. Just my thoughts now, Coach.
Okay.
Just my thoughts.
Let
you know.
us have it, baby.
If you introducing this new Euro step you've been getting away with.
The Texas two-step.
We called it traveling. We called it traveling, Coach. So, hey, man, they get no sympathy from me on that. Just toughen up, play some good Houston basketball.
There it is.
But listen, man, you gotta. I don't even know what to call that thing over there in Cali that you got.
Hey,
You
Golden
know.
State is rolling.
I met a 95-year-old lady who looks 75. I think I have a picture on my phone. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
She's bananas
Over Golden State.
over Golden State.
Look at that. Look at that. And here's the thing, Big Mike. A lot of people have jumped on the Golden State wave.
Okay.
I remember Golden State, Mitch Richmond, Tim Hardaway, Spreewell with the cornrows choking PJ out.
Running TMZ.
I tell you what, any kid, don't do it.
Yeah.
If we ain't playing around. But you know, of course, Chris Mullin.
Yeah.
You know, they went. They played ball. And I remember B. Diddy when B. Diddy dunked on Andre Kirilenko. You know,
Okay.
in the playoffs.
Wait. Now you have to
Hold up.
refresh my memory on this.
When hold on, was it Kirilenko? Oh, wait a minute. No, that's when Golden State beat Dallas, a 7-1
Okay.
or an 8-1 seed.
Okay, yeah.
That's when Golden State rocked
Yeah,
Dallas. When
yeah.
when Donnie was in Golden State and he came back home and he showed Dallas what the deal was.
Yeah. I got you.
You know, but when they started winning, all of a sudden, people that you never heard of or never seen, Golden State, Golden State, Golden State. And that's why when you share that they have something crazy over there, it's not fair that KD went over there. Because they just turned it from a well-run machine.
Okay.
Those boys might be
To a
winning.
5-headed monster.
Hey, Big Mike.
Yeah.
They might win and keep winning.
Yeah.
And keep winning.
Yeah.
And keep winning.
It's possible if KD doesn't leave.
If KD doesn't leave,
Yeah.
watch this. Even if KD leaves,
Yeah.
those boys still gonna win.
They still have a lot of talent over there.
Look, it is nuts.
Right. But look, Coach, because we do talk life and sports, right?
Yes.
What I do like is that KD, LeBron, Chris Paul, some other big name athletes
Yes.
have put themselves in a position where they put the ball in their court.
Yes.
I think one of the ultimate moves of life is that you want to get the ball in your court so you can make the decisions that you want to make. You know, whether they happen to be the best overall or not, at least you have the power to make a decision that you think is best for you. And I think with someone like KD, who says, man, I can go anywhere I want to go now. You know, the ball is in his court,
right,
so he can make that kind of a decision. Those are some of the aspects that I do like. The downside, of course, is, man, you get over there and you create a team that is almost unstoppable. You know, a buddy of mine told me, he said, hey, man, the commissioner going to have to break this mess up.
Look, and that's the thing. That's the thing, because I remember when Chris Paul was supposed to go to L.A.,
right,
the Lakers. Oh, Davey Boy Stern,
he stepped in.
Yeah. Shut it down.
Right.
Shut it down 100%.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey,
how?
Come on.
Yeah, but I was wondering how.
Yes.
Yeah, how did you step in? How did you usurp the collective bargaining agreement? How did you make that happen? But he did it. He shut it down.
And all of a sudden, how did you own the New Orleans Pelicans?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Dave. But my man Adam, hey, Adam Silver, he's a good commissioner so far.
Okay.
He's a great commissioner. And, you know, Golden State, they might sweep. Getting back to them, they might sweep. If anything, 4-2. 4-2 series.
Okay.
Golden State, keeping the ball rolling. I like to, dream big. You know something crazy? Ballers, NBA ballers, they're still dreaming big right now, even after retirement.
Right.
Because the big three, they just had their combine this past Wednesday.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to seeing some of my favorite players back in action. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, he's rolling. Big Frank Nitti from the Drew League, he's making his big three debut.
Yeah.
Can't forget Stack 5, Steven Jackson.
Yeah.
Man, and look, the defending champions, Nancy Lieberman's squad.
What was their team? That wasn't a three-headed monster. What was the name of the team? I don't remember.
Look here.
But Nancy Lieberman, listen, man. I was a buddy of mine was playing with Nancy Lieberman.
Okay.
And this lady, now mind you, man, it's 15 years ago.
Right.
But this lady controls the court.
Watch out now.
Better than anyone I had played with.
Come on now.
You know, and now she was hitting him in the chest with passes he just wasn't ready for.
Come on now.
I don't know if it was the pressure of playing with the caliber of a Nancy Lieberman, but it looked bad.
Hey.
It ended up looking real bad.
Nancy can go.
Yeah, but Nancy, she knows this game. She knows this business. She could, of course, play the game extremely well. So, man, salute to Nancy Lieberman.
Man, she's an amazing
absolutely,
woman.
Absolutely.
Nancy Lieberman Charities, they're doing amazing things.
Yeah.
I look forward to some of their camps this summer. Man, shout out Nancy. Big up to the big three. And I love what Ice Cube and Nancy are doing with that whole faction, because it continues to allow people to have the ball in their court and continue to make an amazing impact on our society. For those tuning in, I'm your favorite crazy coach. I got my great friend, great brother, great producer, just an overall amazing leader, Mr. Mike Webb. He's in the studio with me. We're about to dive in to his annual awards ceremony, the Fatherhood Awards. It's a comedy and a concert. Man.
Oh, yes.
June 29th.
Oh, yes.
June 29th.
Yeah.
June 29th. It is going down.
Yeah.
And you definitely want to be there. Do you hear me? You definitely want to be there, because fathers are being celebrated. Now, I'm not jumping off the bandwagon because I know Mother's Day is coming up.
Absolutely.
And we salute all mothers.
Yeah.
All mothers. All. A-L-L.
But listen, this is what I've always said. You had better not ever miss Mother's Day.
Hey.
You're going to have a problem if you miss Mother's Day.
Man down.
But what no one has done was celebrated fathers and father figures, especially the way we're doing it. And we'll talk a little bit later when the time comes about what brought that about. But since you brought up Mother's Day,
oh yeah,
I was going to wait until the night of the Fatherhood Awards to drop this exclusive, but I'm feeling good right now.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold up.
yeah,
Hold
yeah.
up.
I'm gonna give the listeners of your show the exclusive
We dropping what?
on the Coach Ray Show.
The flow. Let it flow. Let it flow, Big Mike.
So the Fatherhood Awards is what we've been doing, what we're known for with this.
Yes, sir.
But the first Saturday in May, we're going to do the Motherhood Awards.
The Motherhood
So
Awards.
we have not forgotten about the mothers.
Bang, bang.
The thing is, I just know when these ladies get a hold to it, man, they take it to a whole nother level.
Turn up.
Yeah, you
Turn
would
up.
probably never have heard
Turn
of
up.
the Fatherhood Awards if
Turn
we
up.
started with the mothers.
Turn up.
So we're
Turn up.
going to a whole nother level, man. We'll be doing some real exciting things for mothers who have been overlooked. Not that they do it for shine, not that they do it for any type of recognition,
Right.
but it's real nice for somebody just to say, I see you.
Amen.
You know, I see you.
Amen.
I want to celebrate you. You just sit back and absorb it. And that's what we're going to be doing, man. It's a spinoff from what we do with the Fatherhood Awards. So,
Bang, bang.
yeah, I'm excited, man.
So this is
an exclusive.
Exclusive.
Yeah. I was gonna hold down the. Matter of fact, I won't even repeat it until the night of the Fatherhood Awards.
The night of the Fatherhood
When you
Awards.
pulled it out of me, Coach.
June 29th.
Yeah.
Come on down. Come on down. So, Coach, man, we talked about the NBA.
Yes.
We talked about the NBA playoffs and the power of different teams and things of that nature. You know, it's 1:37 here on May 4th, and I'm going to provide the May 4th idiot of the week. Idiot of the week.
Ouch.
I have to.
Okay.
I have to.
Okay.
I have to. And unfortunately, it comes from the AAU world.
Okay.
Oh, my word. Man, you're not going to believe this. So, AAU coach
Yeah.
up in Iowa Barnstormers.
Okay.
The Barnstormers. Legendary AAU program. The head coach. Coach. Big Mike. Man down. Man down. Man down.
What did he do?
Man down.
Yeah.
Man down.
Yeah.
The biggest idiot of the week award.
Okay.
Probably for life.
Oh.
Okay. You don't play with kids.
Yeah.
You don't play with God's kids either.
Oh, man.
Okay. My man just got sentenced to 181 years
Oh, wow.
to life.
Oh, wow.
To
Wow.
life.
Yeah.
To life.
I'm not even up
life.
on what he did, but with someone getting that length of a time, I could speculate. Yeah.
Look here.
Yeah, that's no good. No bueno.
No bueno.
No bueno.
Man down. Man down.
Yeah.
Man down. The things that I'm not even going to share his name
Yeah.
because it doesn't he's not worth it.
Yeah, I respect
However,
that.
as coaches, we got a calling over our life.
Mm-hmm.
We have a calling. We have a calling over our life. And we're called to be strong
Yeah.
and courageous. Be strong and courageous as men. Be strong and courageous in everything that we do.
Yeah.
Because we have young men and women that look up to us.
That's right.
You know, and when I hear about news like this, number one, my heart hurts.
Yeah.
Number two, I have to look even still
Yeah.
through this evil, look at the whole scenario with eyes of grace. And that's the hardest
So true.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
Because as a coach, you realize the importance of our responsibility
Right.
and true calling.
Yeah.
To be that
certainly,
leader.
Certainly.
To provide that security,
Certainly.
comfort,
Yeah.
support,
Yeah.
discernment,
Sure.
discipline. But at no point in time are we called to do what this
Yeah.
genius did.
Yeah, I have.
So-
and then as you stated, through the eyes of grace, we still have to extend grace.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That's
Yes.
Unless you've received it, it's hard to understand.
100%.
Yeah.
And I'm a man of many flaws.
Yeah.
Many
Yeah.
flaws. But don't play with God's kids,
Yeah,
man.
I got it.
Can't do it.
You know, I spoke to a young lady yesterday. She talked about a coach. She from 1984.
Yes, sir.
So that's over 30 years ago. And she said she was at a steakhouse. She looked off and she said, "Hey, that looks like Coach Shepard.
Coach Shep.
She said, excuse me, I don't mean to bother you, but are you Coach Shepard? He said, yeah, baby, I was looking at you too. I know you from somewhere.
Come on now.
And that's from over 30 years ago. You know, Coach is like, I don't know, man, he's got to be 77-ish, you know. But the impact that coaches make in our lives is, in many instances, a lot more impactful than our own fathers.
Amen.
Right? Because my father wasn't around. You know, he was in the city, but
Right.
he wasn't in my house. You know what I mean? I can probably remember as a youth seeing him 5 times. Wow. You know, I mean, as a kid.
Wow.
You know, but my coaches, man,
They
I can
stepped
remember
in.
the conversations. I can remember the ones who picked me up. I can remember the ones who taught me the game of football, taught me how to run faster.
Yes, sir.
You know, just shorten your stride. You don't need to take these long, you know, deer-looking strides, man. But just things like that. You know, Butch Johnson was his name, and James Johnson would leave the Oak Cliff area, drive to North Dallas, pick me and his nephew up, drive to West Dallas, drive through the projects, pick up everyone there, then teach us all the game of football.
Thank you, Coach Johnson.
And then
I got one of those.
Then take us back, drop everybody off, drive all the way across town to North Dallas, and all the way back across town to Oak Cliff, and make sure his kids at home did their homework.
Bang bang.
Yeah. So, man, I'm forever indebted to Coach Johnson, who we lost a couple of years ago.
Resting.
But that's
Thank you,
one of the
Coach.
reasons we have a
Thank you.
category for most outstanding little league, youth, or high school coach.
Bang bang.
For the fatherhood.
So
award.
so, man. Legendary.
Yeah.
Legacies being extended.
Yeah.
Being recognized. That's the first thing that came to mind.
Right.
As you share that about Coach Johnson, I'm
Yeah.
reminded of Coach Brimmenkamp.
Okay.
Coach Doug Brimmenkamp. We called him Shaggy.
Yeah.
Coach Brimmenkamp would drive all the way from his house,
Yeah.
pick me up in the projects,
Yeah.
take me to basketball
Yeah,
games,
yeah.
you know, drop me off at home,
Yeah.
you know, and knowing he wasn't supposed to be in that neighborhood,
Right.
Coach.
Right.
He was not supposed to be in that neighborhood, especially after dark.
Yeah.
Come on, but Coach,
But he was coach. He got a pass.
Hey, he did.
Yeah.
And he coached basketball too.
Wow.
So, you know, he got a pass.
Yeah.
He got a pass. So, legacies of coaches that are impacting the world, not just then, we're talking now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for recognizing that.
Yeah.
So how can my listeners out here, nominate
Yeah.
a coach?
We've made it very, very simple, right? They can go to our website, which is thefatherhoodawards.com. fatherhoodawards with an S.com. They pick a category,
Okay.
tell us who it is that they're nominating,
Okay.
and tell us why they are nominating that person.
Ooh,
We take it from there.
I love it.
So what happens on the back end, just so they know, is
Yes, sir.
I have a group of ladies, the Diamonds on the Green and Divas with the Swing.
Thank you, Diamonds.
Yeah.
Thank you, Divas.
So there's a group of 8 and a group of 12.
Hey, ladies.
We redact the names, and then we give it to them along with the group of guys I meet with once a month, you know, just to catch up and fellowship with.
What up, fellas?
So we let them read what was written about the guys in each category. Each person casts one vote for the one that they think should win based on what was written.
Yes, sir.
We take that information and we find out who are our 4 finalists and who is the winner based on those numbers that come back.
I love it.
So what happens is we invite all of them out to the show. We set it up like the Grammys. So everyone's there, but no one knows who the winner is until we read their name.
Coach.
Once they come up, we read to them what was written about them.
Coach.
Yeah.
Coach.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
What?
Man, so I tell people, man, you and now the show is open to the public because I have comedians mixed in the show as presenters.
I love it.
I let them freestyle.
I love it.
Then I have I have some of the best talent you will hear in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Matter of fact, this year I have 2 of the top bands in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So we have live music, which is why we call it a comedy and concert award show.
Okay.
I added a new young lady by the name of Jacqueline Raxter.
Jacqueline Rax.
She's going to kill it.
Coach.
at the show.
You just dropped another jewel for me.
And nobody knows.
Look, hey, I told you out there. Told you out there. You never know who's going to come in and kick it with Coach Ray and flow with Coach Ray. I told you this is what's going on in DFW Metroplex June 29th.
Yeah, and it's open to the public.
Open to the public.
Right.
We're the Fatherhood Awards. Go to thefatherhoodawards.com right now. Pick on a selection, a category. Nominate that coach that you desire, that has touched your life, that has impacted your life, that has been there for you. Nominate. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's just see what happens. I'm calling all my coaches out, all my families out. Lift up these coaches. Celebrate them.
Yeah.
If you have a coach that has touched your child and impacted your child's life, not just your child, but the entire family, that has been the extended village. That's what we're talking. Village talk right
That's
now.
right. That's right.
Village talk.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate them. The Fatherhood Awards, June 29th. What time, Big Mike?
Yeah, we're starting. So the red carpet
Okay.
and the food starts at 5 o'clock.
So we're coming pretty, huh?
Come on, dress it. Wait, now this is the thing. I never put a requirement on the dress.
That's my guy.
I never put a requirement on the dress. So if you wanna look nice, if you want a tuxedo up, fine with me.
Celebrate.
If you want to wear some blue jeans and a t-shirt, that's fine with
Celebrate.
me. And I tell people this. I say, listen, man, I have a lot of friends, right? I have friends who are thugs. I have friends who are preachers.
Hey.
I have preachers who are thugs.
Oh.
And I have some thugs who are preachers. So I have everything that's in there, man, at the Fatherhood Awards. But it's a big family night, you know. So yeah, figure all of this out, man. Figure all of this. It's a family-friendly show.
Big Mike, I'm on the organ. Dum 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 dum.
Yeah, we
I'm
have
on
it
the
all,
organ,
man. Our arms are wide open, man. We're functioning like church. Everybody's
I love
welcome.
it. I love it.
It starts at 5 o'clock. So from 5 to 6:15, we do the red carpet and food, and then starting at 6:30, that's when the show goes live. It's an unscripted show.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an unscripted
Let's
show.
go. Let's go.
And I text a buddy of mine, man. I'm going to go ahead and put this out because he gave me confirmation via text.
Hold up.
Man, I'm giving you too much
information.
information.
Come on now.
I'm giving you too much information today. But I reached out to civil rights attorney Lee Merritt. And I said, man, listen, I through a mutual friend, I said, man, I would love to have you just be there and be a presenter, you know, in one of our categories. I really respect what he's doing in the community. Really what he's doing in aspects of fighting for justice.
Yes, sir.
And he agreed. So, you know, it's...
Hold up, what?
Yeah, he agreed. He agreed, man. So
Bang, bang.
We're working through the details, and so Chris, you're probably listening out there, man. And yeah, that was me calling you at midnight last night. Sorry about that, brother, but
no,
I'm burning the midnight off.
Look here, Chris. You know what we got to do.
You know what
it's kingdom business, baby.
Yes,
kingdom
absolutely,
business.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Chris.
But yeah, man, that's what the Fatherhood Awards is, you know. And I tell people, man, from between the jokes and the letters that are written about these guys, man, bring your tissue.
Bring your tissue.
You're going to cry laughing, and you're going to cry from just what people are saying, because most guys never have anyone say what they really think about them.
Ooh.
And that's what this does, man. They get a chance to let people know this is what we really think about you.
Man, hold up.
Yeah.
You telling me I need to go get a sponsor with Kleenex?
Man, maybe so.
Maybe so.
Kleenex might be a very good sponsor.
Look at you.
Kleenex, if you're listening, call us.
Bang, bang. The Flow with Coach Ray. Matter of fact, 214-431-5062.
Call us.
If you...
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
You know, man, our title sponsor, whom the ink, you know, like I said, I might be 2 hours early, but we have a title sponsor for the show.
Okay.
Who's doing some big things with men.
Hey.
I mean, you can think big and you're going to come up short.
Come on now.
But, man, I'm so happy to have a title sponsor this year, man.
Good. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
This ain't going to be the first time you come
and
sit down with Coach Ray.
Okay,
and
Coach.
flow with Coach Ray.
Okay, Coach.
So we won't jump the gun with the title sponsor. We'll just let it play out.
Yes, sir.
And once that title sponsor, bang, bang, hits that nail on the head, bang, bang, we're going to drop the bomb, drop the jewels.
Matter of fact, Coach, I'm going to shoot it to you first on your Facebook page.
Come on now.
And we'll tag everybody in there, and you'll know you'll know first before I let anybody else know, since I'm on your show, and I can sense you holding me back so I don't mess up.
I love it. 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 I love it, man. Yeah. Hey, it's your favorite crazy coach. I got my man Mike Webb in the building, the producer and the creator of the Fatherhood Awards, June 29th. Starting red carpet starts at 5 o'clock. Showdown starts at 6:30. The celebration starts at 6:30. Give me the location, Big Mike.
The location is and this is the thing, man. I did it last year downtown Dallas at a spot downtown Dallas, nice spot. We are going to the opulent Vuv now, VOUV. Vuv over in Dallas. So the closest or the best thing for me to tell you is to go to the website to get the actual address, which is on Sigma.
Okay.
I believe it's 4444 Sigma.
Yes, sir.
But go to our website, thefatherhoodawards.com. Make sure I'm giving you the right address to give your listeners an idea about where it is. It's at the 635 in North Dallas Tollway juncture.
Gotcha.
So if you get there, man, you're right in the ballpark.
Gotcha. So go to thefatherhoodawards.com. Find out the location. Show starts at 6:30. Red carpet starts at 5 o'clock, June 29th. Man, we're praying for great weather. We're praying for amazing celebration. We're praying for transformations of lives because we're celebrating fathers. We're celebrating fill-in fathers.
Yeah.
We're celebrating coaches.
Yeah.
We're celebrating great men, great leaders, and great families.
Absolutely.
Because behind a great leader, a great man, there's that great family.
We have 9 different categories that your listeners can select someone to be a part of. Most outstanding father in a blended family.
I love it.
Most outstanding Little League youth to high school coach. Most outstanding volunteer or community leader. Of course, our big award of the night is the most outstanding father of the year.
Wow.
Which will be named after our title sponsor.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Man, father of the year.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, man, if your listeners are out there, go ahead and for the next 48 hours, we will have the nominations, or you can still submit a nominee. Anyone who submits anything after 48 hours, we're going to have to push them to next year.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So deadline for nominees are May 5th?
May 5th.
May 5th or May 6th?
What's today, the 4th?
Yes.
May 6th.
May 6th.
May 5th is my birthday, and I'm taking off.
Hold up now.
Yeah. Cinco de
That's
Mayo.
what I wanted to share with you.
Yeah.
Why you jumped the gun?
I'm sorry,
Why
Coach.
you jumped the gun?
I'm sorry,
Look,
Coach. Sometimes you get a player that just runs out of control.
Come on now. He took the card. But you know what? Cinco de Mayo is my man Mike Webb's birthday.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday, Coach.
Thank you, man.
Happy birthday, Coach.
I appreciate it.
Happy birthday, Coach. You know what I want you to do? Enjoy you.
Thank you, man. I will.
Enjoy you.
Okay.
And do everything that you desire.
I appreciate it.
You know, and I know the type of man that you are.
Yeah.
You're going to be blessing people on your birthday.
Thank you, Coach.
You're going to be celebrating people on your birthday.
Yeah.
And you know what I want you to do, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Stick around, second hour. I got my next guest coming in, Mr. Sammy Estrada.
Okay.
Director extraordinaire, Mr. Sammy Estrada.
Sounds good.
We're going to unpack his brand new award-winning mini film.
Wow.
He's a TCU alumni, too.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
We still got a show coming up. Second half, bang, bang, don't go anywhere. It's your favorite crazy coach on your favorite crazy radio show, The Flow, on Fishbowl Radio Network. Don't go anywhere.
Victoria.
Starting up the second hour, that's my main man, Trip Lee, with Sweet Victory here on The Flow with Coach Ray. I'm your favorite crazy coach. It's Friday, May 4th. You won't hear any May 4th. The 4th be with you jokes. But at the same time, who doesn't remember that cult classic? Movies, man. They have a great impact over your life. We just witnessed Endgame, Shatter, box office hits. Man, I didn't cry when Tony Stark died. I promise you guys. Oh my goodness. I just spoiled the end game for some people.
Spoiler alert.
That did. Spoil alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoil alert. It's your favorite crazy coach. That's my bad. But in studio right now, up and coming, aspiring, life changer, coach, director, TCU alumni. Hey, we got a horn frog up in the building.
Yes, sir.
Before I dive into who it is, I want you to hear first the heart. You know what? I'm crazy. I done lost my mind, but we rolled through it. You know what? I got to jump. I got a head. I played the wrong card. Big Mike.
Yes, sir.
Big Mike.
Yes, sir.
What'd you say? You Mike Webb in the building. There are times where you got that player that just plays that wrong play.
He just won't listen.
But, hey, here's the deal, my folks. My next guest in studio, TCU alumni, director extraordinaire, father of the year. Yeah, I'm going to nominate him. I'm nominating you right away. I'm nominating him. Coach, leader, local legend, my main man, Sammy Estrada. How you doing?
Hey, doing great. Thank you for having me.
What's up, big guy?
Oh, nothing. It's a beautiful day outside.
Riff Wazoo? What is it?
Riff Ram.
Riff Ram?
Riff Ram Bazoo.
Riff Ram Wazoo?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we got TCU up
TCU
in the
house.
building.
Yes, sir. Go Horned Frogs.
Class of 96.
Yes, sir.
Man, I
Dating
love
my
it.
age now.
I love it. I love it. Who you remember from 96?
We weren't as good as team as we were in the early 2000s when LT came. I had graduated from TCU in 96, and LT was literally a freshman when I had left. So he ended up going to the NFL in 2001. So he ended up going to the Chargers. But I remember some other players. Max Nocky was a quarterback, and they weren't that good. They'd average about 2 or 3 wins a season.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. When Coach Fram was there, he turned it over a little bit. So, the things started coming up when they started having better recruits.
Wow. And you got to see the whole transformation
Yes.
right here in your backyard.
Absolutely.
Now you're a local Texan.
Yeah, I am.
Where'd you grow up, big guy?
Fort Worth, Texas.
Funky town in the building.
Yes.
Man. Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Saginaw Boswell.
Boswell
High
and
School.
Saginaw.
Yeah, Saginaw Pioneers.
Pioneers?
Yeah. Pioneers,
We
yes.
got pioneers and Longhorns and horned frogs and everything up in the building today. Hook 'em. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Look
go
here.
Horned Frogs.
We might have a little backyard brawl up in the building. No, it's all good because we are here to just continue to tell and inspire and encourage each and every one of you that you have a life that matters and you have a life that can change someone else's life through your ability and your belief. Now, Sammy, I got to fire my PR guy because he was supposed to give me your trailer loaded up, but I got to fire him. Okay?
Right.
Considering this myself, I'm
Okay.
fired. All right? But you are the director of award-winning mini-film, Roses Are Red.
Yes, sir.
Now, that's Roses Are Red. R-E-A-D.
Yes, sir. READ. Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me about this.
Yeah, so I had this idea in my head for a movie, and I've always loved poetry.
Yes, sir.
I've written poetry and short stories since I was a young kid. And I was really turned on with with poetry, spoken word poetry specifically. And what's odd is I started going to these readings, and eventually they want you to go up there and encourage you to go up there and read some of your poetry or your work. And I was never never able to really do that because it just wasn't. I didn't think I was good enough.
Right.
So what happened was, what happened
was when he didn't believe in himself. Watch what happened.
So I saw one particular individual who is a phenomenal world recognized slam poetry champion all over the world and all over the United States. His name is Mr. Michael Gwynn. And Michael Gwynn was actually had a competition in Arlington, matter of fact. And he invited me because I met him through different poetry readings. And so he's like, hey, I'm going to be out at this place in Arlington. Come check us out because it's a competition. And I went over there just to take some notes because I had this idea in my head about, hey, it'd be pretty cool to come up with stories about how people recite their poems and the stories behind their poems. And so when he performed, what was really odd because it was a competition, they had mics. Well, a group performed before him, and then he was performing, and the mics went out.
Wow.
And so this was pretty cool because he had the same philosophy as I did. Is he could have easily said, all right, let's quit, and it messed up everything, so we can't go on. He said, because the mics kept going out, and he said, you know what, we don't need mics. Are you ready? Let's do this. And he did it, and he went phenomenal. He got a standing ovation, and I said, I want to work with that gentleman.
Wow.
And so when I approached him and I said, hey, I was just, interested because, nothing ever, it didn't go as planned. So, I said, I have the mindset of, you could have easily just said, you know what, let's, come out of this competition, the mics weren't working, whatever. He said, we didn't need me. And I was like, you kept going. And he said, why? He said, because, he goes, I don't want to fail in front of anybody. I don't want to fail myself nor any of the audience. So I wanted to keep going. And I said, I want you in my movie.
Look at that.
And so that kind of got the ball rolling because I told him about the movie and everything. So he thought it was an interesting idea, and that's how it started going. That was about 6 years ago, and I ended up shooting the film 2 years ago.
Wow.
So it took a while before I had everything, but I had that idea, and so it just kind of took off from there.
So, Sammy, and wow, Sammy Estrada, ladies and gentlemen, listening in on the flow. So basically, you had a vision.
Mm-hmm.
You had an idea,
Yep.
a vision. Someone reached out to you, or you reached out to someone to seek expertise or advice.
Absolutely.
So you show up, which is half of the battle.
Absolutely.
You showed up to take notes. Number one, you did research in order to enhance your vision.
Yes.
And see your vision. So you went to go do research. Wait a minute. Hold up. You had a vision.
I did.
You had a vision. Someone reached out to you, and you reached out to someone, and they gave you an opportunity to show up, and you showed up. You took notes, and you were blown away from that encounter, from just showing up.
Yes.
And so from you showing up, you were able to see and connect with the next phase of your vision.
Absolutely.
Just
Yes.
based off of believing in yourself.
Yes.
Wow.
And also, I believed in him because what's really great was his team, because he was a part of a competition for a team, and he actually came in second place, even though things weren't, didn't go as planned with the mics going out and everything. But what I really loved was the fact that even if he didn't win, he still proved the fact that, you know what, I'm still going to do this. And that actually made me think of him even more because, everybody wants to win, but sometimes you don't win all the time.
Yes.
Sometimes your spirit comes through, and that's exactly what happened. And I said, even though the winner came up to me, it's like, hey, I heard you're a filmmaker, and hey, with no disrespect, I still talk with him. But what really turned me on was the fact that Mr. Michael Gwynn, never gave up, and he was determined. And I was like, that's what I needed, is somebody, even though things aren't going as planned, will you quit? And that's what he showed, was he didn't quit. He kept going. And
wow.
That's what I literally put in my notebook going, I want to work with this guy.
Man, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, my goodness. My folks out there listening in. It's a blessing to be here with you. I told you never know who jumps into the fishbowl with Coach Ray, who's coming in to kick it with Coach Ray. I got Sammy Estrada, director of the mini-film, award-winning mini-film, Roses Are Red.
Yes.
Along with Mr. Sammy Estrada, my main man, local producer extraordinaire, the networker himself, the connector himself, that's celebrating fathers, the Fatherhood Awards, Mr. Mike Webb in the building.
I'm hanging out, man. I'm having a good time.
So I'm hearing how two amazing men believe in a vision that they've been given of helping, of encouraging, of celebrating not only creativity, but their fellow man. And I see them doing big things in and around the Metroplex. And I'm an energy guy. I love energy. I believe energy is contagious. And gentlemen, when there's a spark of energy in a location, 9 times out of 10, that spark of energy is going to illuminate to a wider stage, a wider audience. So my prayer is that God would open every door for every one of your movements, every one of your visions to come to pass, because I see your spirit and I love you for it. And I thank you. I salute you. I appreciate you big time. You know, my main man, Roger, he was an airman that passed. Roger Emmerich, late, great, legendary Roger Emmerich. He was an airman, Air Force, veteran. I love my vets. I'm a veteran. One of the biggest things that is coming up, May 25th, right here at Grand Prairie Air Hog Stadium. The MDC softball game. Memorial Day celebrity softball game right here in Grand Prairie at Air Hog Stadium. And guess what, Coach? Coach is. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Going to be huge. And I'm going to drop some jewels later on pertaining to the MDC celebrity softball game. Bang, bang. Memorial Day, May 25th, sponsoring and going in part by why did my mind just go blank?
It happens, man.
It happens. That's that card again.
Yeah.
That's that card again. But we're gonna roll right with it. The game benefits Carry the Load, carrytheload.org.
Okay.
And what this is an organization, an amazing organization that honors veterans and connects families with those of Gold Star families that have lost loved ones overseas and in combat. And it's raising money for a great cause. Great cause. I know that the work that goes in to blessing those that have received unfortunate circumstances such as these families, man, it's amazing. It's impactful, and I am excited to be a part of it, you know, and see great things going on. Yeah. So, Big Mike.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to dive into, I heard from Sammy about his vision with Roses Are Red and how it came to fruition and how it's award-winning right now and how it's going to get to a grander audience and how if you want to see it, you can contact my man Sammy. We're going to get into that a little bit later on, but I want to hear how the Fatherhood Awards came about.
Sure, man.
Give me the vision. Give us the vision. Sammy, watch this. Sammy, watch this. Not only Sammy, if you're listening out there, hey, watch this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, you know, I was shooting ball at the gym. You know, I started working downtown after I graduated from WT White, hook 'em in my Longhorn.
Bang, bang.
I went to the University of Central Oklahoma.
Okay.
After I came back to Dallas, I started working downtown Dallas. I mean, you know, that's when I was in my prime, my good basketball shape, loving it.
Hooping. His Eric Snow days.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, hey. and got invited, to come play ball at First Baptist Church. They had a gym on the 7th floor.
Yes.
Shouts out to Wicker Gym.
Yes.
And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we would shoot ball. And then on Saturdays, we had the gym all day from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And through that, man, I met a lot of good guys at the gym. But we were going through this transition of going from boys to men.
Yes, sir.
And many of my friends were, at the time, I'm in my mid-20s, they're in their mid-30s.
Yes, sir.
So those of us who are in our mid-20s, we're looking at getting married and slowing down. Those who are in their mid-30s, they had been married and or about to go through a divorce. Just the vicissitudes of life. Right. But what I was noticing was, regardless of what they were going through, if they came to the gym and said, hey, me and wifey aren't just doing too well, or me and my lady aren't getting along, but they had their kids with them at the gym. And no matter what they were dealing with, they were either still coaching a little league football team or basketball team, taking care of nieces and nephews, volunteering, whether it was at a church or some other organization. And some guys were police officers serving our communities, but everybody's going through life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then, while they were doing that, I'm watching how they're still taking care of their responsibilities. They're still taking care of their families. And I thought, what I'm going to do is contact their families. I'm going to ask them to write a letter about this guy, telling us what you think about him, telling us how you feel about him. Then I'm going to invite everyone to my house, and we're going to read it to them.
Ooh.
Wow.
So that was the start of what is now the Fatherhood Awards, right? So from there, I started doing some volunteer work with Steve Harvey's organization.
Shout out to Steve.
Yeah, man, he's doing. Steve, to me, is a more amazing man behind the scenes.
Yes.
Right. And I started working with the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation. This was like in 2009, right?
Okay.
I started doing volunteer work with him. But then, in that, his transportation coordinator at the time, Julian Tuma, he asked me to come go with him to Vegas. He said, hey, man, we do something in Vegas. Just need some guys I can trust to move some people around, right? We want to move talent around for this event we do.
Uh-oh.
And that exposed me to a whole new world.
Hold on, Coach.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Y'all better get your notebook. I hope you got your notebook. I hope you got your notebook. So, Coach, snapshot.
Yeah.
You had a vision.
Sure.
Yes.
You had a vision. You got connected.
Yeah.
You got connected.
Right.
You got connected. You were given an opportunity
Right.
to show up.
Right. To volunteer.
To volunteer.
Right.
To show up.
Right.
And you showed up.
Absolutely.
Keep it going, baby.
So from there, it just expanded what I thought in my mind. But what I had in my mind for the Fatherhood Awards group, right? And I also knew that it wasn't just my guys that were going through these, challenges of life.
Yes, sir.
And it wasn't just my guys who were still in the struggle. It wasn't just my guys who were fighting every day to hold it together.
Okay.
So I decided that instead of just having this type of event for my guys, why not share it with everyone who wants to participate?
Hold up now.
Yeah.
Hold up. I'm looking over my left shoulder because I got a crick in my neck. No, I'm just kidding. I'm looking. Whoa, hold up. I'm seeing things a little bit clearer now. So, gentlemen, you both have visions. Mm-hmm. You both have visions of blessing, serving others.
Right.
Yes.
Well, first and foremost, it's a general crowd. But then, because you're focused on serving, your crowd is expanded. Because you're focused on serving.
Right, Coach.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're focused on serving.
Right, Coach.
Now, I didn't say you were focused on chasing the buck.
Not at all.
Not the bag. Not the bag.
No.
Hold up. You guys are focused on serving.
Right.
So your immediate audience grew to an even larger audience.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm hearing you.
Coach, I think if we even talked about the bag, That's a whole nother show.
Oh my goodness,
You
yeah.
know, because
The bag, when you chase the bag.
I think both of us have probably output more out of our own pockets
Yes. Oh,
yes.
than anything that we brought in.
And see, that's the thing. That's the thing with visionaries.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are in the process of serving, in the act of service, you cannot be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
You cannot, okay? Because you should never be afraid of a no, ever. You got to chase failure because that dream will come to fruition.
Absolutely.
Show up.
Yeah.
100%. So, wow.
So I mean that's how it started to grow, Coach. You know, from there it grew. I shared with you off the air, you know, the other day some things that happened to me personally.
Right.
But we persevered through that.
Amen.
And so now where we are, last year, I was at a crossroads where I said, man, either I got to make this thing happen or it'll never happen.
Oh, woo.
Yeah.
Ooh, woo. Hold on now. Coach. Woo.
Yeah.
So, you had the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Things started happening, started rolling along.
Right.
You experienced a little bit of bumps
Right.
and bruises
Right.
in the road,
Right.
seeking the opportunity to serve.
Yeah.
And then you got to a point where you said, hey, it's now or never. It's now or never with your dream. Do you hear me? If you're out there listening, okay, God has given you an ability to bless and change the world. Why are you not believing in yourself? That's my question. You're hearing the story of overcoming. You're hearing the story of how, when you focus on serving others, your audience becomes larger. When you're, wait a minute. So what I'm hearing from you guys is when your priorities are focused on his priorities upstairs, when you made your priorities his priorities,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
when you made his priorities your priorities,
Yeah.
the act of serving,
Sure.
bang, bang,
Yeah.
It happens.
it happens.
I believe God is in the people business.
Hey,
know.
come on now.
He's in people business,
Yeah.
man. It's at the heart of everything he does is people, and especially fathers.
Yes.
You know, you spoke to this to me yesterday. You know, especially when it comes to fathers. He's a father, man. He's the perfect father.
Yes.
You know, and he's working on us imperfect people
Every day.
whether it's an imperfect father, an
Every day.
imperfect mentor who's striving to be something better. You know, I think that with what we're doing and with the Fatherhood Awards as well, I'm saying I see you at how God sees you, man.
Amen.
You know, you're a work in progress.
We all are.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Me too. You know, but it's nothing wrong with celebrating you as if you are the finished product.
Hey, come on now.
And then there are some studies that have proven that when you celebrate and recognize someone publicly, they actually move towards becoming better than where they are.
So here's one question I have. Now watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this. So I want to nominate someone right now. Right now.
Okay.
They're in Minnesota.
Okay.
Am I able to do that?
You can nominate them.
I can.
Yeah.
I can nominate them.
You can nominate them right now.
I can nominate a couple of people
Right
in
now.
Minnesota.
Right
So I
now.
just log on
www.thefatherhoodawards.com.
and whatever category.
Pick a category.
Bang, bang.
Tell us who they are
Yes, sir.
and tell us why you are nominating them.
Why I'm nominating them.
We'll take care of the rest.
And you'll take care of the rest. Hey, sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I got some. There's life in Minnesota, folks.
Yeah.
There's life in Minnesota,
I mean,
folks.
my goal is to not just have this restricted or limited to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex.
Come on now.
You know, my goal would be that if whoever that person is selected that's in another state, that we're in a position where we fly them in
Come
and
on
get
now.
them here to be a part of the show if they're one of the finalists in the
Hold
category.
on, Coach. I got some fathers in Florida that I want to nominate.
Log on to the
Can,
website.
can I do that too?
Log on to
What?
the website.
Wait a minute, Coach.
Yes.
I got some fathers in Maryland that I want to nominate.
Is that the MDV?
MDV.
Log on to the website.
Hold on. Coach, I got some fathers in California.
Where you bleed with a big C.
Yes,
Yeah.
Coach.
Yeah.
I can nominate them too.
You can nominate them too.
Man, Sam,
Going nationwide.
Sammy,
Yes, sir.
Sammy. You hear this?
Yes, sir.
You know, it's amazing. It's amazing the impact of fathers.
Oh, absolutely.
And I salute you,
Oh,
big
thank you.
boy. I salute you, big boy,
Oh, thank
because you have experience and you coach Special Olympics, correct?
you. I coach Special Olympics. Yes, sir.
And how did you get involved in that?
What's really odd was I worked for a company previously, 15 years ago, and I volunteered for the Special Olympics. And with any children, specifically Special Olympics, you're going to have a little bit of a special place in your heart for those children. And again, not just special needs children, but just children in general.
Yes.
You're trying to groom young children into adults. And so my wife and I have been married. Let me first take a shout out to my beautiful wife, Amy, going on 16 years of marriage.
Hold on. Okay.
16 years, going on 16 years. We have two beautiful boys. Braden is 15, and my youngest Zachary is 12.
Uh-oh.
15
15 and 12. I know
and
that
12,
number.
Two boys. Yes,
Man, if you guys were listening on Easter weekend, I had a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old co-host. Tore the show apart. I love you, girls. But go ahead.
So we found out that our oldest son, Braden, is autistic, on autistic spectrum. And so obviously I wanted to, with any father, you're mentioning fatherhoods and stuff, as men who have children, you either male or female, boys or girls, you want to be involved in them, in their lives, and a lot of times it's through sports. So of course I'm thinking, okay, yeah, my son's going to follow my path. I played high school all the way through high school football all the way through high school. I was thinking, my oldest is going to play football, my youngest is probably going to play basketball or baseball, etc. And then you find out that you get a little curveball thrown at you. But that doesn't necessarily mean that everything's in the can. So we found out that Braden is autistic, and from there I was thinking, hey, instead of being his, a little league or Pee Wee football coach, I'm gonna help become a coach for the Special Olympics. And so from that, I've coached him along with other children, special needs children, in basketball, bowling, track and field. We have a whole bunch of different sports. So when you say you can't do anything, it's a mindset. And what's really good is I loved hearing Mike talk about talking about fatherhood and stuff. And I love the fact that you're bringing up, sometimes you're going to have obstacles, sometimes you're going to have things that come in your way.
Right.
But one thing that my parents taught me a long time ago, I've got to give a shout because my parents have been married 52 years.
Hold up. All right.
52 years of marriage, but I have strong parents, and they taught me a long time ago about faith. Sometimes you're gonna have some obstacles, right?
Hold up. They talked to you about what?
Faith. And faith stands for forward all issues to heaven.
Wow.
Hold
That's
up.
my first time
Hold
hearing
up.
that.
Hold up.
Yeah, that's good.
What was that again?
Forward all issues to heaven.
That was good.
Yes, it's the truth. So when you sometimes, as humans, you're gonna have some things that come up, and you're gonna fall down sometimes. You're gonna, you're not gonna want to believe in yourself. You're not gonna think. I could have easily said, along with my wife, is like, oh well, Braden, who's autistic, he's gonna have these obstacles, and he's not gonna, quote, live a normal life. Define normal life. All right. One thing I always got taught too, being a coach in the Special Olympics is, sometimes people that look outside and aren't familiar with the Special Olympics or any kind of special needs children, they automatically put limits on the children. All right. And here's one thing I absolutely love about the Special Olympics when I got taught as a coach, because you have to be certified, background, etc. And what I really loved is my mom specifically is always worried about her first grandson, which is my son Braden, and she was like, well, I'm just worried that he's not going to grow up and live a normal life. And the first thing I said, define a normal life.
Bang, bang.
Because I said, here's what I mean. So Braden has some special needs mentally, some physically, etc. You can't tell me that he's not going to live a normal life, because I guarantee you there's people who are born with no disability, mental or physical, that never live up to their potential.
That's right. Come on now.
Right.
So when I look at
I love it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
that's
you.
right.
I love you.
When
And
I look
here,
at my son, I dare anybody to say he's not going to live a normal life because, God willing, he's already living. He's living. I'm so proud of that boy. I'm so proud of both my boys. But
you know, one of the things that's beautiful. The beautiful thing about fatherhood is we learn about our relationship with God through our kids. And one of the things that is resonating in your story, Big Sam, is the fact that you don't put people in a box.
Right.
You can't put God in a box.
There you go.
You can't put God in a box. I'm going to say it again. You cannot put God in a box.
All right.
And one of the things that I continue hearing, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's a Jordan clutch right there. Clutch fist.
At the Jordan clutch.
I love it. I love the fact that you saw a direct audience, first and foremost, a need to be met. And when you focused on serving that directed audience, your audience grew.
Yes.
And you grew in leadership because you showed up. And look what God did.
Here it is.
He showed up and showed out.
Yeah.
Man, I love it. I love it. And thanks, Coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you big time.
Yeah,
When are the Special Olympics going on?
It's actually going throughout the year. They usually have different sports. We just finished in April at UT Arlington, matter of fact.
Okay.
We finished the track and field portion. So
Those
throughout the summer,
those babies were flying. weren't they?
there's swimming
I love
during
it.
the summer. There's swimming competition, and what kids don't love swimming. But what's funny is they think that it's just going out in the pool and having fun. But no, these are actually like timed laps, and it's a great a great way to exercise too. So
And they're getting after it.
oh yeah, and it's and the great thing about it is the children, not just my son, but they feel the competition. They understand what competition is, and they understand. And one thing I love also is because say my son doesn't get a gold medal or whatever, even a medal. Sometimes they don't even medal, and they got to understand. Life is not about gold medals. You're not going to win all the time. And that's when I brought up that story. Hey, just because you don't win that competition does not mean you're going to win further along in life.
There it is.
So that's why, back to that story about Michael Gwynn, when he didn't win, I'm pretty sure he's like, well, I blew it because here's this, filmmaker that wants to make a movie, and, I blew it. No, you actually showed me more by losing, and when I say losing the competition, but you won the role in the movie because I loved your attitude. And a lot of time it is about attitude.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Everything is about attitude.
It is.
And man, if you went through this week, if you looked at everything that has transpired, it's based off of attitude. And attitude affects your perspective. It affects your perception. And man,
That's right.
everything is based on attitude. And you know what? I feel great.
It
I
is
don't know
great.
about you guys.
Yes.
I feel great.
I feel good.
I'm thankful to be here. And it's May. It's May 4th. My man, Big Mike, he's having a birthday, May 5th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what? I got to do my birthday roll call
Okay,
right quick.
okay.
It's May 4th. May 4th. Happy birthday to my main man, Reed Roden. Reed Roden, happy birthday, young man, in Oklahoma. He's a Boomer Sooner right now in his freshman year.
Okay,
And
all right.
you know what's crazy? Reed is celebrating the same birthday with his mom, Bonnie.
All right,
Wow.
that's great.
Bonnie Roden.
What a
Bonnie,
great birthday present.
Man,
Yeah.
tell me about it.
Yeah.
And Bonnie is a TCU Horned Frog fan.
All right, go Frogs.
Man, I tell you what. And also, I can't forget Ashley Smillsworth. Ashley, my cousin. Hi, Ash. I love you. Happy birthday to you. I'm not going to sing like that. But Ashley
Bring it up.
Smittlesworth. But we're related. I love you, cuz. Don't punch me in the kidney. Okay? Happy birthday. Also, Shelly Haas. She's celebrating a birthday this weekend. She's a Horned Frog, too.
All right,
Her
bunch
son-
of Horned Frogs. All right.
Look, I don't know. We're in Texas. We're in Horned Frog country, I guess. I don't know. But we got some Longhorns coming around. But Shelly's son, Alex, just committed to TCU.
Oh, wow.
And
All right.
he was one of my kids. I coached him in basketball. And you know what? For all of my families, this is what I'm going to do to celebrate this graduating class. I'm going to extend the offer. You'll be hearing from me soon. I'm going to have a celebration for seniors. Seniors that if you were a part of my track program 2014, okay, if you were a part of the basketball program 2014, football program in 2014 at CCA, Covenant Cougars, if you were enrolled and you were playing for Coach Ray during that time and you're graduating this year, I want you. Come on down. We're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate the goodness that you've persevered.
Yeah.
And you're graduating. You're graduating. One of those, I'm looking forward to it. One of the leaders that helped me get on at Covenant to start coaching, he's celebrating a birthday. Legendary coach Ray DeBoard. Right. He coached at LD Bell. Great man of God. Ray, I love you. Thank you for believing in me. And I hope you celebrate your birthday the way you want to celebrate it. Miss DeBoard, Diana, I love you too. Thank you for being that rock for Coach Ray. Thank you for being that coach's wife for Coach Ray, because he touched so many people's lives, man. Last but not least, my main man, Troy Hughes, 105.3 The Fan. He's celebrating a birthday this weekend. Big Troy, I love you. Hopefully I'll see you at Big Rogers' celebration tomorrow. I love you, man. That's my I forgot one more. He's not a horned frog, but he's a Florida Gator, Mr. Eric Popeil. I love you, Eric. Thank you for being a leader for Maya. I hope you're celebrated. And all my May birthdays. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some more next week, but just for right now, I got to celebrate those, because in life, we're losing. We're losing a lot of people. And I'm a firm believer, hey, you got to cherish the ones you love. You got to let them know that you love them while you have your roses on earth. Let them know. Celebrate them. And those on that birthday roll call, I love you, I love you, I love you. It's your favorite crazy coach. I got my main man, Big Mike Webb, founder and creator, producer of the Fatherhood Awards. I got my favorite director, my favorite director, Mr. Sammy Estrada, director of Roses Are Red mini-film, award-winning mini-film. And you know what? Hey, we're just breaking bread, fellowshipping, and just realizing that there's a lot of connection. There's a lot of connection when you serve.
That's right.
There's a lot of connection when you use your abilities to lift others up. Man, that's the message of today. But in order to do that, 2 words: strong and courageous. Strong and courageous. Those are 2 powerful words. However, they become more powerful when we put be in front of it. Be strong and be courageous. When it comes to pursuing your dream, when it comes to pursuing your vision, make sure that your vision, 9 times out of 10, your vision will involve serving someone.
There you go.
And celebrating someone.
Yeah, that's right.
What would you say, guys?
That's right. I totally agree with you. You know, I totally agree with you. I think that when you get into the business of serving other people, things just start to open up. You know, again, you know, I believe God is in the people business. You know, so once you're doing something that puts you in a position where you can really be an extension of what His heart's desire is, that you know, He has some things lined up for you, and you start to bump into Him. You start to bump into people, you know, that are just waiting for you to get on the right path. You know, on the path of, hey, you know, I'm in the people business now.
I love it.
Yeah. And one thing I I'd like to say too is it all depends on how you look at things too, because what are your intentions? So I'm a independent filmmaker, and people think that you're rich. By no means am I rich. I'm broke. But I also have a vision and a dream of what I can do. And like you said, I want to get it out to people about, what my vision is, and that's to help out others, So, I mean, that's a lot of times it is about what are your intentions. If you have good intentions, what are you doing with those intentions?
Right.
All right. So a lot of times it may be that, like some people say, well, I want the money or I want the fame. As soon as you do that, I can tell you, unfortunately, you're probably going to fail. Here's why. Because you're doing it for the wrong intentions. If you want to say, hey, I got a great message. Hey, I really want to help others. Boom. You just recognize what you want to do, and there's your vision. And that, again, just my opinion, that's going to get you further than one that says, well, I'm in it for the money, I'm in it for the fame, the fortune, etc. Because that it's like eating candy. It'll satisfy you for a little bit, but it ain't going to, in the long run, it's not going to help you.
That's right.
And you know what's beautiful, gentlemen? The fact that we get to come here because of a sport, respectfully and reflectively, and everything that I'm hearing is the reason why sports are so powerful in today's day and age, in today's society. And I was just reminded of a young man that I want to celebrate. I have to, because this young man has persevered through hardships. This young man has been an extremely amazing athlete throughout his high school career. This young man has took the unconventional path to get where he is today. And I got to give a special shout out to Jordan Millspaw, who just committed to OVU, Ohio Valley University. He's going to be a Scot. Now, Jordan graduated 2 years ago, ended up going to Sunrise Christian Academy in Kansas. And you know what? This young man he put in the work. And he played for the AAU program, AGA. Shout out to Coach Kirkland for giving Jordan an opportunity to be on that level for that exposure. And it just reminds me, you know what? When you face adversity, when hardships happen, all you got to do is believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
Regardless, and don't care what people say. Jordan, I salute you, kid.
Good job, Jordan.
Good job. Good job. Go up to Ohio Valley. Do what you do best. Be that rabbit, okay? Go be Jesus up there on that basketball court and go get your dreams, son. I love being in a position to be able to celebrate people's goodness and greatness. And I need you guys out here. Get behind the movements that you see. I tell you, they're special. They're amazing leaders that are touching and impacting and connecting communities together. We're breaking down walls because there's a lot of evil in this atmosphere that we live in. So, in order to create a greater audience, we got to support the movement.
Right.
Absolutely.
We got to stand, and we got to unite, and we got to continue to inspire young men and women to believe in themselves. And that's what we can do. Athletes, you have a voice. Coaches, you have a voice. Mom and dads, you have a voice.
That's right.
Okay? Please continue to use it. And, man, you know what? You never know what might happen. And, hey, it's all about purpose.
Yes.
It's all about purpose. When you know what your purpose is and you trust God and you put your foot down and head to the plow, bang, bang, you're good to go. So let me ask you guys a question. For those kids and adults out there that have experienced, last month was anti-bullying month. For those young men and women and even future entrepreneurs that are told, hey, that's not the normal road. You shouldn't do that. Right. You might fall on your face. Hey, go get a 9-to-5. Go get a regular job. That's not the normal life. Have you guys ever experienced that? And if so, what kind of advice? What kind of advice would you give the young athletes and young entrepreneurs out there listening right now?
Well, that's a great question, right? And there's a lot of conversation. So I want to share with you maybe my initial thought and then kind of tell you where I am now, right?
Okay.
I've always, I began to subscribe to the Robert Kiyosaki School of Life, right?
Okay.
So I think one of the greatest books anyone will ever read in their life is Rich Dad Poor Dad, because it just opens your mind up to a whole nother way of how the world really works.
Gotcha.
Right? So I do have my Bachelor's of Science degree, and I sometimes I would say, man, my BS sometimes seems to be a lot of BS, right? because I didn't do anything in the field,
Yes.
you know, of what I earned my degree in. But the other thing is that I have the entrepreneurial side, right?
Yes.
And I've come to understand that you have to have this relationship between entrepreneurs, and then you have to have relationships between those who actually go get a 9-to-5, because they are not entrepreneurs, right? They work better in a job I have created for them, right? They work better in a structure that I have created for them. And when I'm saying I mean the entrepreneur, the founder of a company, right?
Yes, sir.
But it doesn't mean that they're not good at it. But the most important thing is, and I think this is one of the things I have adopted from listening to what Steve Harvey says, which I believe is true. The first thing you have to do is find out what your gift is. That's how he uses it. But I think you have to find out what a person has to find out what their purpose is.
Yes.
And spend more time
In that area.
pursuing that, right? Now, whether that is to have a degree to help you fulfill that purpose, because it may be an issue where, you know, my purpose is that, you know, I need to be a lawyer. You may have to go to law school to get that route, unless you're going to do an Aaron Brockovich, you know. But there's roles for each. Now, my big picture is there are far too many people who listen to the idea of go to get a 9-to-5, go get a degree.
Hold up.
I don't think they are as important as society has made them to be.
Okay.
Right? I think the experiences that you can gain while pursuing your purpose is far more valuable to a person's personal fulfillment,
Right.
and then their ability to be successful.
Okay.
Right? And I've adopted those, man, because my wife she's in corporate America. She has a plan for corporate America. She does well, and in speaking with other people about growth in corporate America, she's who you want to talk to.
Right.
But you don't want to talk to her about entrepreneurial
Gotcha.
things, right? That's just not her lane. That's not what she's doing. So I think that also comes to understanding that there's a bigger plan with all of these pieces where every joint supplies, and that we all have to, work together with this. But the important thing is finding out what's my part in it. How do I plug into it, and where do I fit?
I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. What do you think, Sam?
Oh yeah, I totally echo what Mike was stating. My thing also is don't be afraid to fail. All right, here's what I mean is I like to use acronyms, right? FAIL, right? First attempt in learning. All right. So if by some chance someone told me I couldn't do this, if I listened to them, I think I told you this before. I was raised that if someone tells you something, either you're going to believe them or you're going to prove them wrong. And I love to tell and show people that I can do it, right? And prove them wrong. Right. So I was never believe it or not, I was never the brightest student in school. I was never the A/B student. I was a couple B's, maybe an A here, but majority, in all fairness, was probably C's and D's.
Okay.
I played football throughout high school, and they had the no pass, no play.
Yes, sir.
So I had to at least maintain a certain average before I can play.
Like a C average, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And so what really motivated me was it was getting time my junior year was just seeing a guidance counselor, and he stated, what do you want to do, because during your senior years where you're going to be directed towards classes where you could possibly go to college, or classes to where you're going to do some kind of vocational trade school, etc., or whatever. And I remember my guidance counselor telling me, because I told him I want to go to college, and he said, "You're not going to college."
Uh-oh.
His exact words was, "You're not going to college." And I said, "Well, I got sisters that are in college. I want to go to college." And he says, "You're not going to college." He goes, "How about going to military or vocational school?" And I was like, "Well, no disrespect, but I want to go to college." He said, "You don't have the grades to do that." So I really do tell that story because that's a true story. I had to look within myself. I had to determine, okay, am I going to believe him by saying, I really am worthless, or I am just going to be this, or I'm, might as well just drop out, or not even attempt to go to college, or am I going to prove him wrong? And I first had to show it to myself. And I was actually mad because I went to my parents, I was like, I can't believe that this guidance counselor would tell me that I'm not college material. And I remember my mom looked at me and says, was he right or wrong? And at the time, he was right.
Hey.
I had to, and you get upset, but then you have to look in the mirror and go, you know what? He's telling the truth.
Wow.
Yep. And so I had to look within myself and say, you know what? I can prove them wrong, and I'll never forget it. I got accepted to university on the day before I graduated to high school, and I went to my guidance counselor, and I said, look, you told me I couldn't go to college, and I proved you wrong. And he said, congratulations, Sam. I'm so proud of you. He goes, I never told you couldn't do it. I wanted to make sure you could do it, and I wanted to motivate you, and you just proved me wrong, and I love that. And I gave him a big hug, and I was like, woo.
Look at that.
So again, so sometimes you have to listen to people and listen what they're saying, and it depends on how they're saying it. But at the same time, you got to realize, all right, are they doing it to be mean or spiteful or ugly, or are they doing it to motivate you? Because we do need a little fire underneath us to get motivated and say, you know what, let me do it. And so I love the fact that like I said, fail. It's okay to fail, right?
Yeah, that's good.
It's that whole analogy, right? I fell down 99 times, but I got up 100.
Boy, look at that.
Yeah, that's
look
good.
at that.
That's good.
You know what, gentlemen? You guys have been extraordinary and awesome.
That's been great.
Amazing across the board.
Thanks for having
me.
Yes.
The stories that you have shared, the testimonies that you have shared, my prayer is that the ears that have heard will continue to share, and your legacy is continued on, because you guys are in the field of kingdom business. I love you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man.
Mean it from the bottom of my
Thank
heart.
you.
And for those that are tuning in, I thank you so much. Special guest today, Mike Webb of the FatherhoodAward.com. The Fatherhood Awards. The FatherhoodAwards.com. June 29th, 6:30 p.m. Go to the website right now. Find the location. Most importantly, nominate a father.
Yes.
Nominate a coach.
Yes.
Nominate a stepdad.
Yes.
Nominate a fill-in father.
Right.
Yes.
Nominate who is impacting your life as a leader.
Right.
Let's celebrate these men.
Right.
Because, ladies, we know y'all about to get y'all day.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. And I got my man, Sammy Estrada, director, father first and foremost,
Amen.
husband,
Yes.
leader, director, TCU alumni,
Yes. Go
Horn Frog. and Sammy, did you have fun with Nelly last night?
I did.
Man, we're going to leave that alone, okay? I know you did. Nelly, I see you. It's hot in here. Next time you're in Dallas, hit Coach Ray up, okay? But Roses Are Red mini film, award-winning mini film. Hey, man, gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We got to get you back up in here, okay?
Absolutely.
Sammy,
Loved it.
we're going to see you at the Fatherhood Awards.
Oh, thank you.
Big Mike,
Yeah.
we're going to see you at the Fatherhood Awards.
Yeah, you know what? Let me say this. Sammy doesn't know this, right? You don't even know this. But I open up the show with spoken word. So definitely, man, go ahead and let you know, man, love to have you and your family come out. If you can make it, we'll work through the things, man. I have some tickets for you.
All right.
Love to have y'all come out and be a part of the show
appreciate it.
and
Thank
see what's
you.
happening.
Yeah.
Look at that. Hey, when you're in the act of serving, you connect. And that's what leads to healing. Connect. And don't be afraid to connect. Use your words. Break down those barriers. Be strong and courageous. Same thing God told Joshua. Think about that. I love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. Oh, my goodness. It's no rain in the area.
Beautiful.
got a
Ray.
break.
Beautiful.
No rain outside.
Feels
Make
great.
sure. Get outside today.
Yes.
To my kids, we got games tonight. Get your mind right. We pressing the whole night. So I hope your heart is ready. No distractions. Come ready to rock and roll. It's your favorite crazy coach. I'm out. God bless you.